Good morning. It is 9:01 on this 25th day of May. It's our daily show. CJ Nasello here with you on RiverBender.com. Man, Tina Turner passing away, icon of a generation, and so many people weighing in and contributing to the Riverbender article from the Associated Press, and so many around the St. Louis area remembering just a St. Louis icon. And then, to kind of go through Facebook today and see some of the Facebook groups. One of them was the Granite City group that, showed one of her flyers at Washington Theater and just showed the impact that the talented individual had right here in our Riverbend community in the St. Louis Metro East area as a whole. But we got a great show for all of you guys today. We're going to be talking to Lee Cox last Thursday of the month before the big one, the big kickoff of the 90th season. Now, you guys got 6 days left to get some savings on your season ticket bundles, and Lee Cox is going to come in, fill us in on that. Plus, we're going to get some updates on Monty Python Spam-A-Lot. That's the musical that's kicking it off, and I'm telling you what, that's one that I will be front and center at. That's going to be a great show, and I'm really excited to talk to Lee Cox about that. Then we're going to be talking to the Trinity River Festival and Trinity's Way, because this is a big event. Now, normally they have it here locally, but going a little bit down the road this time in Kampsivlle with a bigger location for so many folks to attend, a lot of great bands playing, a lot of great local musicians, and Chris is going to come in and fill us in on all of the happenings that are coming up on June the 3rd. So for more information on that, Riverbender just put out an article for the full lineup and press release of the event. We'll get those insights and more. And then the Alton Athletic Association joining us in studio, the amazing race taking place in a few short days. We get latest insights and more on some of the stops around that amazing race route and just what this event is really for, and really just a unique one. This is the second time they're doing this, and really is going to be a big success. So we're going to talk to Madeline Eads and Amy Lombardi and company. All that in between, we'll throw in the All-Star Awards, some good music, and some company. You want to keep me company today, you can. 618-759-7469. That's 618-759-7469. Talk to me. Let me know what's on your mind today. A lot of news happening, and we're always wanting to get your insights on how you feel about certain stories. We'll take you to top of the hour news now, and make sure you sign up for your daily email update, and you will never miss out. You will join me and so many others, over 60,000 of us every day, that get an email called Around the Riverbend with local news from your daily dose of local, RiverBender.com, local sports, events coming your way, classifieds, and of course, national and statewide updates from our friends at the Associated Press. We'll take you to Edwardsville first. Madison County State's Attorney Tom Hain and the Edwardsville Police Chief Michael Philback announced Wednesday that an assistant principal at Edwardsville High School has been charged with criminal sexual assault. The two stated on Monday, May the 22nd, the Edwardsville Police Department received information alleging that an assistant principal at the school had a sexual relationship with a juvenile who was younger than the age of 18. The subsequent investigation led to a suspect, Aaron L. Hamilton Foley, 50 years of age, of Edwardsville, to be taken into custody on Tuesday, May 23rd. On Wednesday, May 24th, the Madison County State's Attorney's Office charged Hamilton Foley with the following offenses. Count 1, criminal sexual assault, a Class 1 felony. Count 2, criminal sexual assault, a Class 1 felony. The charges allege that Hamilton Foley held a position of trust, authority, or supervision in relation to the 17-year-old victim, being that she was an assistant principal and his assigned mentor. Hain made the following statement, quote, "It is a crime when adults in positions of trust, authority, and supervision over our youths, let alone our students, manipulate that power dynamic for sex," Hain said. "We take crimes seriously and prosecute them accordingly. Such actions undermine confidence in our schools and teachers while causing a great disruption in many personal relationships and throughout our community. The safety and well-being of children and vulnerable youths will always be a primary concern for this office." The Edwardsville School District Number 7 issued the following statement. Quote, "We are aware that a District 7 employee had been criminally charged. There is no greater priority than the health, safety, and welfare of our students. To that end, District 7 fully cooperates with local law enforcement anytime there is an investigation which may involve a District 7 student or staff member. District 7 cannot comment further on personnel matters." Hain commended the work of police and prosecutors, including Assistant State's Attorney Allie Foley, who is the head of the Children's Justice Division. This specialized unit within the state's attorney's office fights for justice for child victims. Bail for Hamilton Foley was set at $250,000 by the Associate Judge Ronald Sleemer. Police ask that anyone with information about this case or the possibility of any additional victims contact the detectives at the Edwardsville Police Department, 618-656-2131. And just remember, all suspects are innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. Also in the news today from East St. Louis, the United States Attorney's Office on Monday released information about a federal indictment of Jim F. Lanier, 49, and Marissa being charged with unlawful possession of a destructive device. In a previously filed complaint, the Federal Bureau of Investigation alleged that Lanier admitted to his making a homemade pipe bomb that he intended to use to blow up his wife's vehicle, and further admitted to lighting and throwing the device at people who confronted him inside a trailer park in Marissa, Illinois on April the 29th. Lanier was ordered detained pending trial. The device did not detonate according to this complaint. The complaint further alleged that a second suspicious device was found stored among his belongings. The unlawful possession of an unregistered destructive device is punishable by up to 10 years imprisonment. Also in the news today, in lighter news, Dalton Brown reporting out of Grafton that the 34th annual Two Rivers Family Fishing Fair is going to return to Pere Marquette State Park near Grafton on Saturday, June 10th from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. This free, family-friendly event will be jam-packed with outdoor activities, live music, foods, drinks, prizes, and much more. Fishing poles, bait, and supplies will all be provided at the fishing fair, and no fishing license is required to participate. Scott Isringhausen, urban fishing coordinator for the Illinois Department of Natural Resources, said that the event is a great opportunity for some free family fun. It's such a wonderful thing. It's all free, and if you've never been to it, bring your kids, because I think people will be truly amazed. This year's fishing fair will see several favorite attractions return, including the catch and release bluegill pond, where young anglers can have their photos taken with their catch, the one cast station where everyone wins a prize, bow fishing stations where children can shoot at moving targets, in a pool or at a three-dimensional target as well. The event will also feature a massive 4,000-gallon aquarium with 30 species of fish, dog shows, Camel the Clown, and a tournament rig from Twisted Cow Outdoors. Live entertainment will be performed by the Lodge Brothers Band and Wild Heart. Conservation officers will also be on site to help educate visitors on water safety, and a group from Kampsivlle will teach visitors about ancient fishing techniques, and many more activities will take place throughout the day. That's the Two Rivers Family Fishing Fair returning for its 34th year, June the 10th from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. at Pere Marquette State Park. Also in the news from Dalton Brown, a new J-turn lane is now open on US 67 in West Dalton, marking the latest milestone in the Missouri Department of Transportation's Route 67 elevation project. The new lane allows southbound drivers to make a J-turn to travel northbound. Another J-turn lane will be constructed in the future going the opposite direction to allow drivers from the Riverlands Way to make a J-turn to travel southbound on 67. In the original design, drivers from the Riverlands Way wishing to travel southbound had to cross over two lanes of busy northbound traffic before turning left on southbound 67. Now, this new design will eliminate the need to cross over the highway, instead routing drivers northbound temporarily, then to merge into the leftmost lane, enter the J-turn lane, and use it to turn and travel southbound. There is a video demonstration on the Riverbender article where you guys can see how to make the proper J-turn in that new construction. One final bit of news at 9:10 on this 25th day of May. Madison communication technicians attended the 2023 SCTE Gateway Chapter's Cable Tech Games located in St. Charles on Thursday, May the 18th. It's an international organization that is split up between 68 chapters. The four technicians did an outstanding job representing Madison Communications and the SCTE FTE Gateway chapter competing against 4 other teams consisting of technicians from MediaCom and from Charter. Madison Communications took home the first place team overall for the 11th straight year, along with technician Brian Huffstalter taking home the overall first place award and Greg Crabbill taking home the second place solo award. Out of the 24 potential medals to be awarded at the contest, the Madison technicians took home 16 of them, and the winning categories consisted of games that elevated cable splicing, fiber splicing, meter readings, drop connections, and many more. Madison will be sending another round of technicians to the games in June. The Madison team looks forward to their future advancements within the Gateway chapter and are honored to be part of the international organization. For more information, GoMadison.com. That's GoMadison.com. Before we take a quick break, I want to talk to you guys about my saving grace this past couple of weeks. Lisa Webb and 3rd Street Realty. I'm in the process of potentially getting that first house. And let me tell you something. My hair would be gray if I didn't put so much product in it. But Lisa Webb and her team at 3rd Street Realty have taken care of me, held my hand every step of the process, and really has made me feel so much more confident about this. I mean, listen, I told you this a couple days ago. I'm a 24-year-old telling you guys that the house is going to be one of the most important purchases you're ever going to make. And you guys, after your 3rd or 4th house, are going, we get it, we know. But, you know, take it from me. Take it from somebody who's never been down this road before, who didn't know what to expect, didn't know, do I even qualify? Can I do these things? Well, Lisa Webb sat me down. We had about an hour and 20-minute conversation about, you know, the needs and interests that I have in that home. Can we get the house? What do we need to do? And I'm telling you what, right then and there, she took care of me. And ever since then, it's been smooth sailing. I'm going to go check everything out on Friday, and life will be good right here in the 618. But her team at 3rd Street Realty is all about advocating for you and educating you every step of the way. They'll hold your hand through the entire process, so let their expertise guide you to your dream home. And listen, whether you're buying, whether you're selling, or whether it's time to have that unfortunate conversation that it might be time to short sale your home, Lisa Webb and her team have done it time and time again. So, in the meantime, before Lisa Webb joins us for Third on Third for our real estate education segment on the 3rd Wednesday of every month, you can check out her website, check out the latest inventory, and see how Lisa Webb and 3rd Street Realty can help you today. ThirdSTRealty.com. That's ThirdSTRealty.com at 9:13 on this 25th day of May. Taking a quick break because Lee Cox is outside. It's time for Theater Thursday. Next.
For the biggest selection of pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs in the Riverbend, visit AltonToyota.com or stop by their location on the Homer Adams Parkway in Alton. Winner of the prestigious President's Award, Mungan Burkhardt Alton Toyota knows how to treat their customers, and they will help you find the vehicle that is perfect for you. For years, Mungan Toyota has been a fixture in the Riverbend, and now Mungan Burkhardt carries the tradition. New name, but the same great service you've come to expect.
Macias Insurance Agency, providing quality products with extremely competitive prices. As an independent provider, we source multiple companies to offer the best rates possible. Covering auto, home, business, and life insurance, our goal is to provide quality service that meets and exceeds customer expectations. You can rest easy knowing the Macias team is working round the clock to ensure that both you and the most important parts of your life are covered. Our qualified professionals make the insurance process easy so you can live carefree and focus on what matters most. Visit MaciasInsuranceAgency.com today to find out what our team can do for you.
RiverBender Radio has built 3 great new stations just for you in the Riverbend. The Eagle, the Riverbend's classic rock station. The Bridge, hit music for the Riverbend. And The River, today's country, and all your favorites. Check them out today at RiverBenderRadio.com.
Are you in the market for new flooring? Look no further than Ed Eagles Discount Carpet. Ed Eagles has an enormous inventory of carpet, tile, vinyl, and hardwood with professionally trained carpet installers that will treat your project and home with the utmost respect. Lowe's and Home Depot can't even compare. Our discounted prices regularly beat out the big box stores. Stop by today to have your new flooring ready for the holiday season. Ed Eagles, quality carpet, tile, vinyl, and hardwood at discount prices, located on Humbert Road in Alton.
You won't find a better health club than Nautilus Fitness Center. More cardio, more free weights and equipment, more classes, a swimming pool, and more. If you're serious about your health and want to make a change, then stop thinking about it and visit Nautilus Fitness Center on Industrial Drive in Alton. Don't fall for the hype you get from the other health clubs. Nautilus is the Riverbend's premier health club. Has been for years and will be for years to come. Get to Nautilus Fitness Center and get started on a healthier new you.
Has free checking become a thing of the past? Not if Liberty has anything to say about it. With 3 free personal checking options and even a free business checking account, free is alive and well at Liberty Bank, the local bank that gives you free checking choices and more cashing in your pocket. Bank locally, bank Liberty. For more information, visit www.bankliberty.com.
I set the thermostat so my house would be warm when I got home from work, but the kitchen is still cool.
At Barrett Heating and Cooling, we stand behind every Lennox system we sell.
My dealer said he'd take care of everything.
At Barrett Heating and Cooling, we understand everyone wants prompt, professional service.
Turns out it wasn't my furnace after all, just a little something blocking the vent.
Pretty smart dog if you ask me. For service you can count on, call Barrett Heating and Cooling.
Lennox, innovation never felt so good.
Okay, all right, we're ready to go. 9:18. Lee Cox and I could probably talk all day long. You are just the best. This is the exciting part of the year. I mean, we're what? 6 days away from the start of the 90th season?
I know, but I'm living it, eating it, breathing it, checking the ads, doing the press releases, trying to get the word out.
I'm telling you what. So what all goes into that? Because you have a quick turnaround. Because you just did Ding Dong, and I was telling folks, I had so many people either texting me or texting the text line during the show on Monday that followed the final performances and all throughout just saying how amazing and much fun they had over at Alton Little Theater. Was it a good performance? Are you happy?
Oh, yes, I'm very happy. And we had a lot of new people and, of course, 2 new people in the show. And I love that. And they did great. And we tore it down, got everything struck, and put Spamalot set up Monday and Tuesday and have been painting it. It's almost done. So we start rehearsals on Tuesday, the 30th, and double rehearsals, dance in one room and vocals in the other room.
I didn't even think about that.
Oh, yeah. You probably know Spamalot is one of those, it goes music number, music number, music number, music. Oh, throw a little dance in. Music number, music number, throw a little dance.
Well, and that's got to be a tough thing to coordinate with so many, because this is a big cast and crew, right?
Well, it's 23 in the cast, but each one of, even the knights, like Lancelot, they all play 3 or 4 different parts. There's 115 costumes for 23 people. So you have to figure out how much time do they have to change, and can this body get in this costume? And we are using some help from a professional costumer who's built the show before. But then there's 2 pages, single space, of these crazy props, like a giant rabbit that's supposed to look like the Trojan horse. Like, yeah, you got one of those in your garage, right?
Yeah, go ahead, dust that off.
So Kevin built one. It's so cute. It's so cute. I'm like, it kills me when we have to tear those down after the show, but it's so much fun.
Well, I'm telling you what, Kevin Frakes, he is just a mastermind when it comes to building things. He can build anything. Now, how do you guys change wardrobe during this? I always was fascinated. Is it like a tear-off thing where you have something underneath?
Well, no, sometimes, like in a show I'm doing in the fall, Gentleman's Guide to Love and Murder, the Earl changes costumes instantly 9 times. So he has to have his own personal dresser while a few there are 30-second changes. This is a little more, but actually for musicals, everybody either wears a bodysuit or at least, cover up, because you don't have time to go back to the dressing room. You come off, you have your hook, you strip down, you put it on, and hopefully somebody picks it up and hangs it up for you. And then we Febreze it, or actually vodka and water, 1 part vodka and 3 parts of water. That is the best for sweat, in case you're...
No way.
Yeah, in case you want to go on a date right afterwards, I'll just tell you, that's the best to take odor out.
Not only are we learning about the 90th season, you're getting some lifestyle tips from Lee Cox over here today.
Exactly.
Well, I mean, to me, though, that's the art of what you guys are so good at. There's all this chaos, backstage, I'm sure, because you're getting costumes changing it. We don't ever see that.
No, and we don't want you to see that. We want you to the magic of theater is that, you're like, how did they do that? But then you don't think about it that much. And sometimes it takes months to figure out how we do that.
Well, and I'm telling it's just, to me, that's why I think you guys really are so good at what you do. And just to think 90 years starts in, a few short days is just, that's got to be exciting, because, you and Kevin have both said time and time again, well, we're, grinding down and maybe a little bit, but not really,
We have 8 shows we really want to do, and I'm like, and there'll always be another one coming along. And there's just so many new exciting things. We're getting ready to go to the National Theater Association, and I kind of cruised through the technology building last time, but this year I'm really going, because we're trying to get a laser projector and do all these wonderful things. In fact, our light guy is thrilled, because in Spamla, every number takes like a different, there's a disco one, there's one from Fiddler on the Roof. So you have to have different decor and lighting for all these scenes, as well as the costumes, as well as the props. So, and it just changes like this. It's so energetic. I looked at the London cast, and they were not young guys. David Hyde Pierce was wonderful, but he was well into his late 40s when he did that. Tim Curry was, and wow, the energy they had.
They brought it out, huh?
They really did.
Well, and see, that's where I think this is so cool, because you always find something new and unique for us to go view. It's not the same run-of-the-mill, here's this. It's always something exciting. Now, with that, I forgot about one big aspect. Technical issues while you're going through and doing a live show. You have audio and lighting. That's a stressful situation.
And then projections that change and props. So the backstage stuff is just as important. And I saw the show 18 years ago, and I really had enjoyed it at the Fox. Took my son and his girlfriend at the time, but I couldn't. When I looked at the costumes, I was like, how do you have a green frond dress made out of swamp and then they turn into cheerleaders? So I rarely go on YouTube, because I don't want to copy some. Kevin's very strong about that, but I just couldn't envision how some of these things happen. And they have baby prams and showgirls come out in them, and I'm like, how does that happen? So I went, I looked at the London production and a few things. I was like, now I know.
This is all starting to make sense.
Yeah.
This is going to be a fun show. And
Yes.
I'm sure that, this is going to be one where I think that, coming closer and closer, tickets are going to go quick. And
I hope.
me too.
The world is so weird these days, and
Is it-
people worry about things. But it looks like the first week of August, that's why we moved it back a little bit,
Right.
because the first week of August seems to be popular time for families to go on vacations. I don't know, summer's poured, there's, the big competition's over something. So we end on July 30th. So I'm really hoping that a lot of people, and yes, can maybe not bring their little kids, but there's nothing in this show. There's a little body joke here and there, but they see this on TV.
It's like the Disney adult humor.
Yes,
Yeah,
yeah.
okay.
So your 10, 11, 12-year-olds, because we have kids, who
Mm-hmm.
hang around, and I talk to their parents and say, they're like, oh, they tell jokes far worse than that.
You should hear him on the Xbox.
Yeah, exactly. So we don't want anybody, to be upset, but I think the kids will really, really enjoy the humor.
I think so too, and to me, it's an exciting performance too. So even if you're just someone out there that just likes that upbeat and joyous, kind of just fun show, this is it.
Well, and Monty Python, they make fun of everything. They're not really being offensive. They're equal opportunity.
You're right.
They make fun of everything. In fact, themselves, they make fun of themselves. And
I always consider Monty Python and Don Rickles in the same category, equal opportunists for insults. You're gonna get it eventually. Well, and too, it's so funny. I was watching because I hate to publicly admit this, but I may or may not be a royal watcher of some sort. I like the coronations and all that.
all
and I
the
like
pomp and
yeah,
circumstance.
because I could walk around with two swords and wave. I think I could easily be a king.
Yeah, got the wave
got
down,
the wing, And then, but I'm sitting there, and all of a sudden, I'm watching this, and all I can think about is Monty Python. I didn't vote for him, and all these things. And just to have, that humor right here at an Alton Little Theater stage, what better way to kick off the season?
Yes, absolutely. I think it's just a fun show, a little different. And again, so many guys. That's why I'm always teasing you about coming and joining us.
It's coming. I will be on an Alton Little Theater. I am stating publicly at 9:27.
Okay.
On this 25th day of May, I will be on stage. I am dedicated to this now. I'm ready.
Right. Well, of the 23, 7 are females, not just the Lady of the Lake, but we have the Laker girls. But Kevin said to me, so then we're doing Beer for Breakfast. That needs 4 guys. Then we're doing Gentleman's Guide. That needs 9 guys. Where are you getting all these guys from? And I'm like, I'm looking all over. And a lot come from Edwardsville, St. Louis, Girard, Illinois, which is over an hour away.
Yeah.
So I'm really pleased. But the cast has already come together and bonded and reading, and they're really a good group of people.
I think I'd be a perfect fit for Beer for Breakfast.
Maybe. There is an actual Beer for Breakfast, and it has its oat, and then it has bacon syrup.
No.
Yeah, I was like, it sounds horrible. Horrible. So I said, can I buy just 1 can just to put on the bar? We're not going to drink it.
It's a novelty piece.
Yeah, it's a novelty piece.
Well, and to me, and by the way, guys, so if you haven't done this yet, and if you're interested in the 90th season, you can get additional savings on the Shop Local page for another 5 days, and you better take. If you don't, I don't know what to tell you, because this is $20 a show.
Yes, and then you get a $5 coupon if you still buy your season ticket before the 31st.
Well, and too, what I love about it's just walking in that, coming into shows, you make it so fun for the audience, even outside of the stage. You have the giveaways and the nice sitting area to sit and talk for a little bit during intermission. And to me, I mean, it's such a gem to have this. And
thank you.
I just don't understand. I mean, I'm ready for this, Lee. In a couple of months, we're sold out, and we got to keep pushing the 90th season for 3 or 4 years. I don't know. I'm ready for that.
All right. Well, I love it because, again, I find such supportive people in the community. I think there's people who are really interested in improving downtown. So when I was at the meeting the other night, I said, we're the Big Little Theater 5 minutes off Broadway. Even in New York, there's off-Broadway theaters that are very successful. And we provide a lot of performers for downtown, but we have a big theater that we've just refurbished. And so... we would like people to come up there.
Well, and too, you know, it's always bizarre to me. And I used to say this to Ray Hartman all the time on St. Louis radio because we talk about Alton and all those things. And I go, it's weird because it's like you're in little islands sometimes when you're just like a half mile down the road. You know?
Oh, people used to say to me, because I worked in St. Louis for 40 years, and they'd say, you drive all the way to St. Louis. I was like, I can actually get to St. Louis quicker than I can get to my house, get down to the bridge. It takes me longer to go through town than it does
I used to tell people that. To KTRS, I would get so mad because it's like 20 minutes in town and 15 minutes on the highway, you know? But with that, I mean, there's so many great shows, and you guys are having a busy summer.
Yes.
Youth acting courses now are the teen courses.
They're totally filled up. I'm so happy, and we have a waiting list going, and I hated to disappoint anybody, but it's not fair to the 15 kids in each class. They need to have the individual instruction and time. But I'm hoping this is going to be a mainstay. And now we've had more requests from adults who said, can you do a weekend workshop? So we're really tossing that around.
That is fantastic. And I mean, that's something that I'm excited for because, you know, we see all these sports clinics and things, which are cool and they're needed because I used to do them, and, you know, former soccer player and all that. But not very often you get to see something where performers can truly go and hone in on their craft. And this is why I think that you guys are just a priceless, you know, addition to the community and the region, you know?
Well, and not everyone is going to go on and become a theater major. But again, I'm invited to lots of graduation parties. I'm a very generous grandmother. But I have a lot of kids locally who started with us when they were 10 and 11 who are going into music, performing arts, choreography, and that just thrills me. I mean, they may not make it on Broadway, but there's a lot of opportunities in Chicago and even St. Louis. So, and I think just in terms of their confidence and presentation skills, they're going to do better because they've been in theater.
Well, and too, you're building the next generation of Alton Little Theater, you know, hopefully organizers and who you name it, you know, and that's why I just love it. I mean, everything you guys do is with a purpose, you know, it's not just thrown out there and go, we'll see. I mean, it's always, you know, something that is in line with what your brand is at Alton Little Theater, what your values are, and keeping the safe space for your performers to come in and know that they can be themselves and learn and do.
Well, and I bet a lot of your listeners may know Eddie Hitchcock, who's now in charge of the middle school program. He is amazing. And the kids will just, I say the kids, even the 20-year-olds, so they'll love working with him. And then Arsenio Gaines is a wonderful choreographer. He lives in St. Louis, but he was in California. He did hip-hop videos. Wow. He did lots of things. And he's got such a great sense of humor. And the dances are just fun because most people are not professional dancers. In fact, I was impressed that 4 people out of 23 know how to tap dance and have their own shoes. And I'm like, yay, team, I don't have to buy another pair of $70 tap shoes. But that's kind of odd, except I have to buy boots for all these guys. And everybody wears larger sizes these days.
Yeah.
I'm like, nobody wears a 9.5 or 10. No, 11, 12.5, 13. I'm like, oh my gosh.
So you know what's funny about that? Now that you bring that up, I was just over when I used to hate shopping for shoes because I'm a 10. So every time I go to get shoes, it seemed like 5 years ago, I could never find any good pairs because all the 10s were gone. Now it's like all the 12s and 13s are gone, and I'm having the time of my life at these outlet stores.
That's true, because we have a lot of 10s that just sit there. They're clean, they're nice, and nobody can get in them. It's just amazing. But, you know, you got to have boots on the nights. And costumers don't rent boots. You can understand that. Some don't even do, you know, headgear or anything. But we have a lot of swords. See, we've done Camelot. We did Man of La Mancha. I've got Excalibur. I've got a few things packed away, but not a Trojan horse that looks like a bunny, though we had to make that.
Now, to me, this is what's so fascinating about every performance you guys do is creating that atmosphere. You know, when you're talking with Kevin and you're brainstorming, how do you envision things? Is it, do you just kind of get these ideas and you put them together, or is it you see it and then you bring it to life on stage?
Well, and it has taken us a little while, but because we're partners, it's his vision when it's his show. It's my vision when it's my show. And he will look at me sometimes and go, "You really want that?" but mostly it's because I want something he has to build that's a little difficult. Like I went at balcony and I went the Eiffel Tower, those kinds of things. But I totally honor his vision because he comes up with original things. He never copies anybody else. He doesn't go on YouTube or anything. He just reads it and reads it and reads it and then does some drawings and comes up with it. And he's always about the safety, but also remembering like all these carts and everything have to come on and off. Like you probably remember there's this funny song about Not Dead Fred.
Oh, yeah.
That they think the bodies, well, you got to have 5 bodies on that cart. That takes somebody pretty strong to roll a cart with 5 bodies. He goes, "Could you pick the littlest guys for me?"
Right? Well, you got to think. So at least 130, 40 times 5.
Oh, yeah.
No, thank you.
And then, they have to look older and be in rags and... So there's little challenges, but we'll get it done.
I wanted to ask you this too. Out of all the time that you've been there at Alton Little Theater, we're getting ready to kick off the 90th. Why do you think it's been so successful? Is it the performers? Is it the community? Is it a mix of everything? I mean, what is it about Alton Little Theater?
And if I knew for sure, then I'd do more of it, wouldn't I? Because, COVID was very, very difficult on theaters in the whole world. But people got in the habit of streaming, got in the habit of staying home. They can see things right away. I mean, it's killing the movie theaters. It's not just killing us. Yeah. But I think Tom Hanks and a lot of people have said there's just something different about experiencing something in a group of people because the people respond, they identify, they cry, they laugh. So it's a different kind of experience. And that feedback kind of shapes a performance, even though we want to do the same consistent performance. But yeah, I think we've supported local pretty well around here.
Very well.
Things are kind of, all about beer and sports right now. But I'm respectful of that. Not everyone has to like the same thing. But I think introducing the youth to some live performance, both music, the symphony, the Muni Band. I'm just all about, we need to have some arts to round out our experience.
Well, and here's why I think that, because, with sports, and we've all been there in some capacity where you just, you aren't built for that sport, or you aren't meant for that, and then you start maybe not having as many friends because they're all playing sports and all that. This is another avenue for somebody to create a whole new social life as a kid and really develop a whole new family aspect out of this. And I'm a big supporter of it. I wish we did more things like what you're doing this summer, and hopefully have some city and some of the bigger organizations start to really highlight this on a grander stage too, because you're right. You guys have been here for 90 years, and that's a lot longer than some of the bars and restaurants have been too.
Yeah, so there's a time and place for everything.
Right.
I ran into a bunch of Summersport moms. Now, this goes back, almost 40 years. And, oh, my gosh, the days we spent on gym floors and, it's not fun being a mom of a super athlete sometimes. But they all came to the theater and they said, "We love your chairs. They're so comfortable. We could stay here." And I said, "See, it's cool. We have great lumbar support, new chairs. We have drinks. Yeah, no more bleacher. It kills your back after a while when you're sitting on bleachers, but that's what good parents do."
I'm telling you, and that's the truth, because getting up at 5 to go to work, then getting your kids to practice or rehearsals at 7 or 8, and then getting home at 11 and doing it all over again. And that's why I think really your guys' atmosphere with being just a tight-knit family, really, where when you come in, you're going to feel like family at Alton Little Theater. You're going to feel like you belong. Because I've never been to a theater performance before. I told you guys that. And, I went to one, but I was way too young to remember it. And I walked in and I thought, man, what are they going to look at me like? I'm this, guy with greasy hair, sprayed back coming in. And it was awesome. I had the time of my life catching up with old friends and even made a few new ones there. enjoyed a hell of a performance, and I know that I'm going to be having some fun with Monty. Now, when's Monty Python start?
It opens July 21st and runs for 8 performances through July 30th. If we totally sell out a musical, then we will add a Saturday matinee as long as the cast is okay with that. And we've talked about that possibility because when you have a cast that large, they each get 2 tickets, and then, you know, their families and friends, and we don't want anyone to miss out on this.
Well, I'm right there with you. And what I think is great, whether it's the extra series that you guys do and so many others, there's going to be a lot to talk about this 90th season.
Absolutely, because 9 shows and 2 concerts. And of course, we love to have our advertisers. They all get tickets. And so really our sponsors and business sponsors, they can have little private parties if they want. We're very accommodating.
You really are. And you have the perfect layout at Alton Little Theater to do all these things too, which I mean, I never realized walking in just how beautiful the renovation work was and all the things you guys have done.
Well, they're renovating some more with the toilets today. I laughed and I said, okay, guys, don't spend too much. No, it's just, you have a building. The original building was built in 61, then the auditorium in 71, then the new bathrooms in 91. But, you know, things break. It's like your house.
Yep.
It's all of that.
Don't scare me yet. I haven't moved in.
Oh, well, okay. It's the American dream, CJ, and it's sometimes a nightmare, but you'll love it.
Well, they looked at me weird when I said, does the white picket fence come at close, you know? So with that being said, is there a scene you're looking forward to the most in this show?
Oh, gosh. I do love the wedding scene. I'm such a romantic, but somehow they go from doing the rumba and then immediately this big calypso number. Then everybody's at the wedding in white tuxes, and I'm like, it's going to take a little bit. Those might have to be tearaway.
And I'm excited about this because you're getting ready to start rehearsals, and once you do, we'll be out there and. We got Jared upstairs that's going to come follow us now, and he's going to do some shots, and we're going to get some behind the scenes because I think it's so cool to showcase that aspect of it too. And I think that's why I love this segment so much because you had no idea. We had so many good our text line blew up when we ran that the Ding Dong preview and and it was just so many people that love those type of things and like to peel behind the curtain and break the fourth wall, but we aren't going to break it. We just got to peek behind it, you know?
Yes. And they sort of break it. In fact, there is a character that has to sit in the show the whole time, and then they come up and they become part of it.
No way.
And Kevin was like, who do we know who can't sing but who would like to be made a fool of? And I said, I know a few guys. I've got a few guys. I love them, but they can't sing. So.
That is just amazing. That is going to be so fun. And then, so with that being said, after Spam-A-Lot, it's beer? Is it Gentleman's Guide right after that?
No, Beer for Breakfast on July 15th. We have open auditions, and again, it's such a silly title, but it's really just about a group of guys who are having a little trouble with aging, and they're like, "Oh, we're going to eat pizza and have beer and do whatever we want." And then, of course, when the one female shows up and she has real food and she's cooking an omelet, they're like, maybe we could have some of your food, in the snowstorm, they get stuck in.
I'm ready to try out. I'm going to do it.
Oh, yeah.
July 15th, I'm there.
July 15th, 10 a.m. on Saturday. Gail and I will be there, and we need 4 wonderful guys. So
I'm ready for it. That'll be fun. And I really think that this is going to be a great season. And seriously, guys, if you haven't yet, altonlittletheater.org for all the information on the extra series, upcoming events. This is going to be great. This is with the youth actors and actresses training. This is going to be going on for years. I think you created a new atmosphere.
I'm really excited about this studio series. And we have some new pictures on the website, but Ashley and I, as soon as I get the new board together, it's so hard sometimes to get current pictures because getting everybody, when you have a board of 18, you're like, I need everyone here. And could you not look like a mess?
So believe it or not, we were just talking, not actually, but we were talking upstairs yesterday about, it's like, man, the hardest part of getting some of this done is finding a picture, you know?
Yes, yes.
So with that being said, guys, $20 per show if you get them before the 31st of May. You can't even ask for anything better.
No.
And you can see me out at Monty Python Spam-A-Lot, and coming up in next Theater Thursday, we're going to be doing a little bit more behind-the-scenes stuff and having some fun and creating some video work and really just highlighting how amazing of a group we have here. And honestly, I don't think we realize how lucky we are to have Alton Little Theater sometimes.
I'm hoping you can come even get some footage of our students because I think by that time they'll have a couple classes in.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
We'll do that too, and then we can showcase some of the young performers that are up and coming and going to grace the stage.
Really talented people. In our community. I am so impressed. Yeah.
Well, you know, we really do. We have a great artistic community too, and great performers. And I'm really excited. We're going to film this the youth acting classes.
Yes.
That way, we can get a glimpse of what's to come, gracing the Alton Little Theater stage. I'm sure, hopefully, relatively soon.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Is there anything else I'm forgetting before? We've been talking for almost 30 minutes now. I can just talk to you all day.
I know. Well, I'm excited. When I see you again, I will have been to the national conference. I'm very excited. We're adjudicating shows.
Oh.
And that's a real honor for Kevin and I. And so I think it's going to be exciting.
Man, that is going to be exciting. And I'm ready to hear all about it. I'm ready to get some filming going on those rehearsals, the youth actor and actresses programs, all of those things coming down the pipeline as we celebrate 90 years of you guys being a landmark. How great is that?
Absolutely. We love it.
Absolutely. With that being said, Lee Cox, thank you so much for your time.
Well, thank you. You woke me up so
9:46. We'll take a quick break. Theater Thursday, that's a wrap on that. Coming back with more of our daily show.
Macias Insurance Agency, providing quality products with extremely competitive prices. As an independent provider, we source multiple companies to offer the best rates possible. Covering auto, home, business, and life insurance, our goal is to provide quality service that meets and exceeds customer expectations. You can rest easy knowing the Macias team is working round the clock to ensure that both you and the most important parts of your life are covered. Our qualified professionals make the insurance process easy so you can live carefree and focus on what matters most. Visit MaciasInsuranceAgency.com today to find out what our team can do for you.
For the biggest selection of pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs in the Riverbend, visit AltonToyota.com or stop by their location on the Homer Adams Parkway in Alton. Winner of the prestigious President's Award, Mungan Burkhardt Alton Toyota knows how to treat their customers, and they will help you find the vehicle that is perfect for you. For years, Mungan Toyota has been a fixture in the Riverbend, and now Mungan Burkhardt carries the tradition. New name, but the same great service you've come to expect.
I set the thermostat so my house would be warm when I got home from work, but the kitchen is still cool.
At Barrett Heating and Cooling, we stand behind every Linux system we sell.
My dealer said he'd take care of everything.
At Barrett Heating and Cooling, we understand everyone wants prompt, professional service.
Turns out it wasn't my furnace after all, just a little something blocking the vent.
Pretty smart dog if you ask me. For service you can count on, call Barrett Heating and Cooling.
Lennox. Innovation never felt so good.
Has free checking become a thing of the past? Not if Liberty has anything to say about it. With 3 free personal checking options and even a free business checking account, free is alive and well at Liberty Bank, the local bank that gives you free checking choices and more cashing in your pocket. Bank locally, bank Liberty. For more information, visit www.bankliberty.com.
We protect your house and your car because we know they're the launching pad to their dreams. And now you can save up to 23% when you bundle home and auto. American Family Insurance.
Not sure if you've noticed, but those advertised prices from the other dealers are just a bunch of blah, blah, blah. At Roberts Motors, the advertised price is the price you pay. And that, my friend, is great news for you. Don't fall for their so-called incentives that will leave you banging your head against the wall. Go with Roberts Motors. Prices you can trust and people you will like. That's the Roberts Motors way. And trust me, it's the way to go.
You won't find a better health club than Nautilus Fitness Center. More cardio, more free weights and equipment, more classes, a swimming pool, and more. If you're serious about your health and want to make a change, then stop thinking about it and visit Nautilus Fitness Center on Industrial Drive in Alton. Don't fall for the hype you get from the other health clubs. Nautilus is the Riverbend's premier health club. Has been for years and will be for years to come. Get to Nautilus Fitness Center and get started on a healthier new you.
Are you in the market for new flooring? Look no further than Ed Eagles Discount Carpet. Ed Eagles has an enormous inventory of carpet, tile, vinyl, and hardwood with professionally trained carpet installers that will treat your project and home with the utmost respect. Lowe's and Home Depot can't even compare. Our discounted prices regularly beat out the big box stores. Stop by today to have your new flooring ready for the holiday season. Ed Eagles, quality carpet, tile, vinyl, and hardwood at discount prices, located on Humbert Road in Alton.
I just got a new air conditioner. Top of the line.
I bet mine's better. It's so efficient and quiet, I hardly know it's running.
I've got you both trumped. I've got a Lennox.
So do I.
Barrett Heating and Cooling carries Lennox products to meet any budget. Don't gamble with your energy dollars. Call Barrett Heating and Cooling and start saving today.
Lennox. Innovation never felt so good.
Alrighty, it's 9:51 and a little bit of change on this 25th day of May. It's a Thursday in downtown Alton, our daily show on RiverBender.com. Time to highlight some stupid people. All-Star Award right here. At 9:51, we'll take you to Southern Illinois first. Listen up. A man had to catch a flight to the airport, so he stole a backhoe for a 10-mile drive and, well, he didn't make it that far. Let's see, authorities are saying the man stole this backhoe and drove it about 10 miles to an airport to catch a flight. Now listen up, security camera footage shows a Carbondale man arriving at Veterans Airport at Southern Illinois atop a backhoe and leaving it in the airport parking lot on Thursday, the Williamson County Sheriff quoted as saying. Footage captured the man walking across the street from the lot to the airport lobby carrying a guitar case. Well, he had a gig to go catch. The owner of the backhoe arrived at the airport a short time later and identified the equipment as belonging to him. And, well, he's going to have some splaining to do once his flight lands. What about this? The 24 bright green parrot babies began chirping and bobbing their heads the second anyone near the large cages that have been in their homes since hatching in March. So listen to this. Central American natives seized from a smuggler at Miami International Airport are being raised by the Rare Species Conservatory Foundation, a round-the-clock effort that includes 5 hand feedings a day. In a room filled with large cages at just 9 weeks old, these parrots have already survived a very harrowing journey. After being snatched from their nest in a forest, they were now fully feathered, and the staff started transitioning them to a special formula to diet, food, and pellets. But it was the hatchlings' faint chirpings inside a carry-on bag at the Miami airport that brought to the attention of the United States Customs and Border Protection officer. The passenger had just arrived on TACA Airlines Flight 392 from Nicaragua on March 23rd and was changing flights to Miami to return home to Taiwan. Officers stopped the gentleman at the checkpoint and asked what was coming from his bag. He later described it as a sophisticated temperature-controlled cooler. Not today. He was arrested right there at the airport. They found 29 eggs and didn't even have the documentation to transport the birds. He just stole them. That's an all-star for you. Not as big of an all-star as this guy coming all the way from Louisville, Kentucky. Listen to this. A man in Kentucky's largest city is facing criminal charges after allegedly shooting his roommate during a dispute over a Hot Pocket. Clifton Williams is 64 years of age and arrested on assault charges to add to his resume on Sunday after he accused his roommate of eating their last Hot Pocket and attacked him. He shot him in the butt. Louisville Metro Police Department officials told local affiliates. According to police, Williams started throwing towels at the man after he realized the last microwavable Hot Pocket was gone. He had enough. Fired up. Just down and out. Said, you know what? Taking matters into my own hands. He shot his roommate in the butt as he tried to escape. That's what the TV station is reporting anyway. So Williams, the 64-year-old who's just decided to become, Walker, Texas Ranger for Hot Pockets, is prohibited from contacting the victim, who was taken to a local area hospital for treatment. And bond was only set at this guy at $7,500. So if you ever get mad enough at your, significant other for eating the last Hot Pocket, you can get out of jail pretty quickly. $7,500 bail for that one. All right, one final bit of all-star for you today, and this is for all the folks that want to take matters into their own hands. The F around to find out ratio couldn't be higher for this Rhode Island house. It inspired the 2013 horror film The Conjuring, and it's offering fans of the film and amateur paranormal investigators the chance to go camping or ghost camping on the property. The Burrillville structure, dubbed the Conjuring House after gaining fame from the film, said 8 campsites have been set up on the property, each with 3 to 4 person tent. Now listen to this. The campsite can be rented for $400 a night. Each has its own fright factor rating, said to correlate with the spookiness of the camping experience, but the home has not seen on screen in The Conjuring, but the residents hosted the real-life events that served as the basis for a movie. So if you want to actually go to the real thing and probably take home a spirit with you, that's how you do it. Now, the house, which was sold to its current owners in May of last year, also offers tours and rentals for private events, too, if you're ever interested. There you go. There's the All-Star Award, 9:57. Don't eat your roommate's last Hot Pocket, and we'll come back with top of the hour news right here on this 25th day of May.
You won't find a better health club than Nautilus Fitness Center. More cardio, more free weights and equipment, more classes, a swimming pool, and more. If you're serious about your health and want to make a change, then stop thinking about it and visit Nautilus Fitness Center on Industrial Drive in Alton. Don't fall for the hype you get from the other health clubs. Nautilus is the Riverbend's premier health club. Has been for years and will be for years to come. Get to Nautilus Fitness Center and get started on a healthier new you.
RiverBender Radio has built 3 great new stations just for you in the Riverbend. The Eagle, the Riverbend's classic rock station. The Bridge, hit music for the Riverbend. And The River, today's country, and all your favorites. Check them out today at RiverBender.com.
Is it time to buy, sell, or even time to consider a short sale of your property? Meet Lisa Webb, owner of 3rd Street Realty. This local, women-owned, family-operated realty group has over a decade of experience in foreclosures, first-time home buying, and so much more. 3rd Street Realty prides themselves on holding your hand through the entire process. Let their expertise guide you to your dream home. Visit 3rdstrealty.com and start your journey with Lisa Webb today.
I've been through the desert on a horse with no name. It felt good to be out of the rain. In the desert, you can't remember your name because there ain't no one for to give you no pain.
9:59, a little bit of change. Coming up on 10 o'clock in downtown Alton on this 25th day of May. Going to go over top of the hour news. It's also my time to tell you to sign up for your daily email update. You will never miss out on breaking news alerts and your daily dose of local news, local sports from your team here at RiverBender.com. Plus, if you join this list with over 60,000 of us already a part of it, you get national news and statewide headlines from our friends at the Associated Press. We'll take you to Alton first. At 10:26 a.m. on Wednesday, May the 24th, the Alton Police Department was notified of a traffic crash with injuries on College Avenue near the intersection with Clawson Street. Alton police officers, the fire department members, and other area EMS service personnel responded quickly to the scene. Alton Police Chief Jarrett Ford said the preliminary investigation revealed that the at-fault driver was traveling west on College Avenue when his vehicle drifted right and into the designated parking area on the street. A quote, in doing so, his vehicle struck a trailer that was attached to a City of Alton-owned vehicle. The police chief said the vehicle and trailer were legally parked in the area as the city employees were making beautification efforts ahead of the Memorial Day parade. Several City of Alton employees were on and or near the trailer when it was struck, causing them to be thrown from the trailer and pinned underneath of it. All 4 City of Alton employees were injured. 3 were taken from the scene by ambulance to a local hospital, and 2 were flown by helicopter to a St. Louis area hospital to further treat their serious injuries. The injuries are not believed to be life-threatening. The driver of the at-fault vehicle was cited for improper lane usage and was also taken into custody for an active warrant for his arrest. Routine toxicology measures were performed, and further criminal charges may be sought after the results of toxicology testing are obtained. Also in the news today from Dan Brandon, our content director here at RiverBender.com, Madison County State's Attorney and Edwardsville Police Chief Michael Philbeck announced Wednesday that an assistant principal at Edwardsville High School has been charged with criminal sexual assault. The two stated on Monday, May the 22nd, the Edwardsville Police Department received information alleging that an assistant principal at the school was having a sexual relationship with a juvenile who was younger than 18. The subsequent investigation led to a suspect identified as Aaron L. Hamilton Foley, 50 years of age, of Edwardsville, being taken into custody on Tuesday, May the 23rd. On Wednesday, May the 24th, the Madison County State's Attorney's Office charged Hamilton Foley with the following offenses: Count 1, criminal sexual assault, a Class 1 felony, and Count 2, criminal sexual assault, a Class 1 felony. The charges allege that Hamilton Foley held a position of trust, authority, or supervision in relation to the 17-year-old victim, being that she was an assistant principal and his assigned mentor. For a full report on the situation unfolding and statements being made, you can stay tuned to RiverBender.com as we keep you up to date on that information. Also in the news today, coming up, the 34th annual Two Rivers Family Fishing Fair will return to Pierre Marquette State Park near Grafton on Saturday, June the 10th from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. The free family-friendly event will be jam-packed with outdoor activities, live music, drinks, prizes, and much more. Fishing poles, baits, and supplies are all provided at the fishing fair, and no fishing license is required as well. Scott Isringhausen, Urban Fishing Coordinator for the Illinois Department of Natural Resources, said that the event is a great opportunity for some free family fun. This year's fishing fair will see several favorite attractions return, including the Catch and Release Bluegill Pond, where anglers can have their photos taken with their catch, and the One Cast Station, where everyone wins a prize. Bow fishing stations, where children can shoot at moving targets in a pool or at a three-dimensional target. The event will also feature a massive 4,000-gallon aquarium with 30 species of fish, dog shows, Camel the Clown, and a tournament rig from the Twisted Cow Outdoors organization. Live music will be performed as well, and conservation officers will be on site to educate visitors on water safety. A group from Kampsivlle will then teach visitors about ancient fishing techniques and many more educational activities and opportunities taking place throughout the day. Also in the news, in West Alton, the new J-turn lane is now open on US 67 in West Alton, marking the latest milestone in the Missouri Department of Transportation's Route 67 elevation project. The new lane allows southbound drivers to make a J-turn to travel northbound. Another J-turn lane will be constructed in the future going the opposite direction to allow drivers from Riverlands Way to make a J-turn to travel on southbound on 67. In the original road design, drivers from Riverlands Way wishing to travel southbound had to cross 2 lanes of busy northbound traffic before turning left. This new design will eliminate the need to cross over that highway, instead routing those drivers northbound temporarily, then to merge into the leftmost lane, enter the J-turn lane, and use it to turn and travel southbound. A video demonstration is available on the RiverBender.com website. While I have you here at Top of the Hour News at 10:05, I got to tell you guys a programming update here for our daily show. On Monday, our show is going to start a little bit early. It's going to start at 8 a.m. and last until 10 a.m. Why? Because the Alton Memorial Day Parade kicks off then, and we will be out there bringing you some coverage of that. But all Memorial Day Monday for our show, it's not going to be called our daily show. It's going to be called Salute to Service. As you guys know, we do a monthly segment with Alton VFW Post 1308 and talk about their community support and engagement to so many organizations right here in the 618. Well, on Monday, a full 2-hour show all about the local veterans at Post 1308 and their contributions, their reflections on a very somber Memorial Day, and we get those insights and have just a great show. So for more information on Alton VFW Post 1308, you can visit their website, vfwpost1308.org. That's vfwpost1308.org, and you can stay up to date on the latest coming out of the canteen. And a big shout out to Prairie State Gaming. Without them, we wouldn't be able to do these segments. We wouldn't be able to bring you these broadcasts. So Prairie State Gaming, if you have a chance to hit that jackpot at the canteen like I did a few days ago and then put it right back into the other machine, you can do that too. Alton VFW Post 1308. That's vfwpost1308.org. Coming up next, the Trinity Rivers Festival, Trinity's Way in studio. We get those insights as that festival commences in just a few short weeks.
For the biggest selection of pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs in the Riverbend, visit AltonToyota.com or stop by their location on the Homer Adams Parkway in Alton. Winner of the prestigious President's Award, Munganast Burkhardt Alton Toyota knows how to treat their customers, and they will help you find the vehicle that is perfect for you. For years, Munganast Toyota has been a fixture in the Riverbend, and now Munganast Burkhardt carries the tradition. New name, but the same great service you've come to expect.
Macias Insurance Agency, providing quality products with extremely competitive prices. As an independent provider, we source multiple companies to offer the best rates possible. Covering auto, home, business, and life insurance, our goal is to provide quality service that meets and exceeds customer expectations. You can rest easy knowing the Macias team is working round the clock to ensure that both you and the most important parts of your life are covered. Our qualified professionals make the insurance process easy so you can live carefree and focus on what matters most. Visit MaciasInsuranceAgency.com today to find out what our team can do for you.
RiverBender Radio has built 3 great new stations just for you in the Riverbend. The Eagle, the Riverbend's classic rock station. The Bridge, hit music for the Riverbend. And The River, today's country, and all your favorites. Check them out today at RiverBenderRadio.com.
Are you in the market for new flooring? Look no further than Ed Eagles Discount Carpet. Ed Eagles has an enormous inventory of carpet, tile, vinyl, and hardwood with professionally trained carpet installers that will treat your project and home with the utmost respect. Lowe's and Home Depot can't even compare. Our discounted prices regularly beat out the big box stores. Stop by today to have your new flooring ready for the holiday season. Ed Eagles, quality carpet, tile, vinyl, and hardwood at discount prices, located on Humbert Road in Alton.
You won't find a better health club than Nautilus Fitness Center. More cardio, more free weights and equipment, more classes, a swimming pool, and more. If you're serious about your health and want to make a change, then stop thinking about it and visit Nautilus Fitness Center on Industrial Drive in Alton. Don't fall for the hype you get from the other health clubs. Nautilus is the Riverbend's premier health club. Has been for years and will be for years to come. Get to Nautilus Fitness Center and get started on a healthier new you.
Has free checking become a thing of the past? Not if Liberty has anything to say about it. With 3 free personal checking options and even a free business checking account, free is alive and well at Liberty Bank. The local bank that gives you free checking choices and more cashing in your pocket. Bank locally, bank Liberty. For more information, visit www.bankliberty.com.
I set the thermostat so my house would be warm when I got home from work, but the kitchen is still cool.
At Barrett Heating and Cooling, we stand behind every Lennox system we sell.
My dealer said he'd take care of everything.
At Barrett Heating and Cooling, we understand everyone wants prompt, professional service.
Turns out it wasn't my furnace after all, just a little something blocking the vent.
Pretty smart dog if you ask me. For service you can count on, call Barrett Heating and Cooling.
Lennox. Innovation never felt so good.
Wake up, Maggie, I think I got something to say to you. It's late September and I really should be back at school.
On June 2nd and June 3rd, more than 25 local and regional bands will be taking the stage for the Trinity River Festival at the McCully Heritage Project in Kampsivlle at 1010. Brian Berg and Chris, how are we doing in studio today? Hanging in there.
Yep.
Yeah. I haven't seen Mr. Bergen in quite some time. How's everything been at the high school? One day out of the school year, huh?
Well, you know, it's same stuff, different day.
Yeah, pretty much. And then, Chris, how are we doing this morning, man?
I'm always doing all right.
Awesome. Well, this is a great event. I mean, 25 local bands, local talent, and a great location at the McCully Heritage Project. We're less than a week away of this, and we were talked to 2 or 3 months ago about this getting going.
Right.
And it's great to see so many local artists and local people in the community coming together for such a great cause. How are you guys feeling ahead of this?
We're apprehensive about moving it up to Kampsivlle.
Mm-hmm.
We want to get people up there. We want to get people up there camping. And, you know, we've been stuck on our laurels, so to speak, over there in Kampsiville's PFW.
Mm-hmm.
For the first 5 years of this, and our 6th year now, we're going out on a limb. So
yeah, and it's a beautiful spot. I mean,
get
out there, you'll enjoy it.
And that's the thing. It's just, you know, like you just said, Chris, it's once you change up a little bit, it's always a little nerve-wracking to see how everything's going to go. But right away, have you guys gotten some good feedback going, hey, we're up there, we're ready to go?
Yeah.
Good. That's even better. And this is such a great such a great way to tribute somebody, you know, who is such an awesome human being and just an amazing, person. And to me, there's no better way to celebrate a life other than this. And with that being said, take us through the preparation work for this. I mean, this isn't something you can just, fly by the seat of your pants with. It takes a lot of organizing. And what's that look like for you guys?
Well, next year's already started.
Really?
Well, yeah. It's basically, we work on this for,
wow,
ever.
Wow.
Since the first one. Me and April, we had Eric Conkel was vice president in the very beginning, and he dropped out. Personal reasons, he works for the post office and whatnot. But me and April have been on this since Trinity died, basically.
Wow.
Since I talked her into, she at first did not want to do it.
Right.
And I'm like, no, we can't not let her dreams die.
Without a doubt.
So that's, and it's just a part of my life. It's a part of her life. It's part of his life now.
Yeah, I haven't been as involved as much as the other people, but they have. Like I started on the board probably right after the last one, and that's the first thing they talked about. What we're going to do next year.
Wow.
So.
And well, to me, it shows really how committed you guys are to this, and how committed everyone is to making a great event and really just a great celebration.
We probably all need committed.
With that, well, you're talking to a guy that just screams into a microphone in a room by himself, so I think I'm right there with you. With that being said, let's go through some of this. Now, this is really nice. So if you guys are going up for the whole weekend passes are $50. You can't beat that deal any day of the week.
No.
And so is there a price for admission to get into the festival? Is it just the weekend pass? How does that look?
It's the weekend pass. We have so many different prices this year because one is camping, and then we have to give money to McCully Heritage Project for that. But and there's one that a lot of people do not want to camp, especially it's primitive camping. So
yeah,
it is. There's no glamping up there.
I will not be camping.
I was going to ask you too. Because
Sorry.
Are you staying up here?
I'm staying somewhere, but I'm not going to be camping. Sorry.
Well, and see, that's what I was going to ask. Is it's so funny when I talk to folks, say, "Oh, I'm camping this weekend." I always ask, "Are you camping? Or are you going with your camper somewhere?" Yeah, and then 9 times out of 10, "Oh, I'm taking the camper somewhere."
Yeah. No. This is tents, firewood, and.
To me, it's the making of a real festival, though. I mean, you don't have very many opportunities like that anymore, where it's just all corporate now.
And we always wanted that for the Cottage Hills BFW and the Bethalto Police and the Cottage Hills BFW were just always like, no, you can't camp here. And it's like, we're just gonna throw tents up, and, and sit there and. Smoke things and
but
meats.
Hey, it's legal,
meats.
man.
There you go. Well,
Smoke meats.
It's not bothering nobody. You aren't causing any problems. But I mean, with this though, I think you guys are really developing this to take it to the next level with having this festival where you're out there with tents and you're out there really just enjoying with some great bands. I mean, you guys pulled out all the works and. I want to ask you guys right off the bat, who are we going to see this upcoming June 2nd through the 3rd?
Well, on the 2nd, Bring Me the Fires is headlining.
They're great.
And Aaron Jo Pettifoot is just...
She's stellar.
She's oh my God.
She's stellar.
And then Spilly Nelson.
Oh, they're great too. You can never beat a Spilly Nelson show.
They're headlining on Saturday. You want to go through the rest of the lineup?
Yeah. So I can just read through the list. So we got Bring Me the Fires, Accidentally on Purpose, Trophy Mules.
Which they're releasing an album. Accidentally on Purposes. And they're supposed to have some kind of something there to where you can actually get their album they're releasing. Oh. And I am such fans of those kids.
They're good. They bring it.
I had some of them in class.
That's what I was
He taught them all.
No, I didn't teach them anything about music. I'm not sure I taught them anything else either.
And if you guys got a problem with CJ, his fault.
Not exactly.
I was long gone before I got to Brian's. I was gone.
He was perpetually late. And then one day he goes, "Bergen, you need walk-up music." So he played like a Rocky theme.
Oh, I did. That's.
And then every day when class started, he'd play that song.
We had so much fun in that class, but I learned.
We're not supposed to have fun at school. Careful.
That's true. That's very true.
Now you are supposed to have fun.
No, it's supposed to be very serious.
Yeah. All right, we'll go back to the bands here.
Yeah.
So, Trophy Mules, Cricket and the Grilled Avocados.
Why so serious?
Agents of the Free, Peace Lords, Modern Pasta, Silver Material, which I just listened to for the first time last night. They're really good.
Silver Material, the one of the kids, the guitar player, Will Marsh, he works where my mom lives at Fox's Grove.
Oh, right on.
And I see Will on a regular basis, and I'm a big fan, of what them kids are doing out at Lewis and Clark. And I really, really, really like what they're doing.
Oh, absolutely.
A lot.
Absolutely.
And he hooks my mom up with like extra dessert.
Yeah, right. takes it. That's the real incentive right there.
Yeah, she likes her dessert.
Everybody likes dessert.
You can't beat that. So who else are we seeing?
All right, so we got band number 9. I might mispronounce this one. Nige Don, Paper Boulders, The Divine March, Psychedelic Symphony, Lauren Waters, Dean Justice, Darian Rowe, who's on the board, Trinity's Way, Jerry Cerruti, she's on the board, Aaron Joe, Will Marsh.
Jerry Love is her name.
Is it?
That's what she goes by.
Okay.
And, which I'm very, very proud that we have all these kids that are Trinity's age.
Yeah.
On the board now.
Yeah.
Because I want this to be a future, and I'm 51 years old, so how much future do I have left with the kind of lifestyle I've lived?
Well, and too, it adds a more modern aspect of it too, where
because it's her peers.
Yeah.
It's Trinity's peers, and they can take and lead this into the future, and that has been driving point of mine for quite a while.
And they have a lot of good ideas, and they have more energy and,
more energy,
social
more
media
time,
aspects much better.
No kids.
Yeah.
No classes to come back from it.
True. That's true.
But I'm very, very proud of all our young board members, and they're going to take this and they're going to run with it, and they're going to take it into the future long after I'm gone.
Well, and too, I like you. It's good to see young people even just stepping up too, because I know we talked to so many organizations. A lot of them, have that problem where, we're getting to the point where it's time to either retire, but you can't because no one's ready to step up and take the reins. But to hear that, I mean, that's very, very exciting. Right. And with that being said, regardless of the bands, why don't you just pop out and have some of the food vendors on site with some handmade stuff, some direct sale vendors? Take us through who we're going to have up there to eat from.
Bruce Hall, and you just hit a freaking nerve.
We still got time.
We did have a vegan vendor, and she dropped out. But we still have Bruce and who?
I'm not sure, but if you're a food vendor out there and are free, the second and third.
That's my call to action notification for them right there. Get up the Trinity River Festival. How do they reach out to you guys to get on that if they are a vendor and they want to?
Well, we have a Facebook page and message us there.
Yeah, that's how we'll do it.
TrinitiesWay.org, man.
Yeah, that also.
And if we can get a food vendor, I'd feel pretty good about this. You know?
Well, we got the burrito guy.
Yeah,
he's going to be up there, and I really don't know the other one. April knows all that crap.
Yeah.
Well, and too, though, it's all coming together, though. I love this. So it starts on Friday at 3:30 p.m. with the music. And how long does it go through? All night? Is it? Do you stop at like 11?
Yeah, until we're done jamming.
That's right. I like that.
I mean, we're all camping out there, so no one has to worry about it. And there is no alcohol sales there. So if anybody wants to drink, you need to BYOB. Mm-hmm. But that's another thing we wanted to get away from with the VFW was get away from the booze.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
well, you don't need it when you're having such great. I mean, if you have a couple of drinks, that's one thing. But when you have, so many great bands and you have all these great atmosphere, this great stuff going on,
and all kinds of meat getting smoked.
That's you're right.
Meat, whatever.
Who needs to drink beer when you can smoke meat? That's what I'm saying.
Actually, I think we can actually call it weed now because it's legal in Illinois.
We don't have the FCC over me, so you can do what you want on this show. It all adds to the better interview, With that being said, right off the bat, are you planning, if things go well, to keep it at the McCully Heritage site, or are you going to try to move it back down?
We don't know.
Take it day by day.
Well, basically, April and I both have been, whenever we're done with TRF, Trinity River Fest, we don't even want to talk to each other for a couple weeks.
Well, I bet because you guys are talking nonstop,
Yeah, and, we just, and then whenever we have our next board meeting, what's that going to be on?
I do feel that having it out there fits into what Trinity's Way is about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
More so than other places.
It's very much what Trinity would have wanted.
Well, and that's the thing. It's not you. That's why I think what you guys do is so cool, because you aren't just, doing this event and putting the name on it. I mean, you're remembering her doing this event. It's not about, well, this would be better for us. No, we want to do it the way that Trinity wanted it to be done. And you can't ask for anything more than that.
Yeah. As her godfather, this was the only thing that made any kind of sense.
Yeah.
In remembering her, and a tragic, 17-year-old, good kid, leaving work, and, a car wreck. And this was the only thing that made sense to me.
Yeah.
That's why I pushed it on April. And she didn't want to do it at first, but finally she was like, "You're right."
Yeah.
And it's the best way I've ever dealt with grief in my life. Instead of self-destruction and stupid crap that I've done in my past. This is the way.
Yeah, and I'm right there with you. I mean, to me, there's no better way to remember and to grieve than with a little bit of remembrance, the way that it should be done, like you guys are doing. And with that being said, did you have Trinity in your class, Brian?
Yeah, I did. Same class you had, econ.
Absolutely.
And her and my older daughter were friends. They worked together at Steak and Shake. So, and my other daughter's friends with her younger sister Willow. So, yeah, she was a hard worker. She was a really good student, and I know she worked really hard. Had a good work ethic at Steak and Shake. So
yeah.
And she was a straight A kid. She was everything I wasn't.
Or you weren't.
Oh, yeah, I was about to say, throw me into that bus too.
when I was in high school, you'd be lucky to find me there.
I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to talk about June 2nd through June, because that may or may not be somebody that I know. June 2nd through June 3rd, Trinity River Festival. This is really cool. You can't ask, when this is all laid out, especially at the McCully Heritage site, as we remember an amazing life and get to celebrate that life. It's going to look amazing with the photos and the bands playing. And honestly, I don't mean this in the lightest terms, but I really think this is the way you guys have this set up. This should be like the local artist version almost of a Woodstock, where you're just going out and jamming and having fun and enjoying the music.
We're Higher Sound is doing our music. And, me and Scrap grew up together, basically.
Oh, it's okay. That's just the next step. That's just the Alton Athletic Association. We're talking Amazing Race app in a few. Hey guys. With that being said,
so me and Sean grew up together, and him and his wife are very, very good friends of mine, and April's and everyone's, and we're actually taking out generators to do this, but Sean has a festival every year called Bramley Fest, and we did this down at what's the name of it?
No, I'm trying to think of it.
Is it on
Lewis and Clark thing?
Yeah, it's right there on 143 and
okay.
3.
Yeah.
The crap. What is the name of that?
And that's what happens when you send the old people to do things.
I do have a text question from the 618.
Jerry, Raina, where are you guys? You guys can probably remember this crap.
From the 618.
Where are you?
Text question. Price of admission. Is there a single ticket price? And single admission price for
I
just
want
one day?
to say it's $50 for both days. I'll look it up real
You
quick.
can't
though.
beat that, though. I mean, to have 25 bands performing both days for $50.
Yeah, weekend pass for camping included is 50, and if you do one day each, so 30 each.
Yeah.
And then no camping is 30 also. So.
And you can just show up and get and pay right there. Right?
And if you go on our website right now and pay, you're gonna save yourself $5.
Oh, there you go.
You have to do that by May 31st, because if you come out there, you got to bring cash because
they don't have cards.
Well, yeah.
We don't have internet access.
We're pretty limited. Yeah, we're pretty limited on our phones and stuff out there. So.
Well, that's why I think this is.
Please bring cash.
Well, that way, and too, that way you can, kitty up to CJ after. Oh, wait, no, that's for the actual parking and everything. With that being said, this is even better now because you get to enjoy the music, and you don't have to worry about everyone on their phone taking a picture of the damn flowers around. You can just enjoy the scenery, enjoy the atmosphere. TrinitiesWay.org. Any more information we need to get out on this?
Well, here's what I hope happens. I hope a bunch of people show up, and I hope that people that don't show up see the pictures and see what it was like and hear what it was like and say, I wish I would have gone.
And then start thinking about 24.
I'm telling you, because I want to be out there for 24 if we can record. Now, it'd be hard to get some live streaming going because, it's a little bit of a weird. I'm getting a house, so it's kind of this weird time. And yeah, I know. I'm sorry. I'm going to take your property values down, but that's okay. With that being said, I really.
There goes the neighborhood.
Yeah, there you go, Dangerfield, right there. Throw it on the gravestone. With that being said, guys, I really think you guys have an amazing organization, ran by great people, and I mean that. Brian Bergen was one of my favorite, and I mean that, one of my favorite teachers and one of my favorite classes. Chris, you're amazing.
Well, you were certainly memorable.
Yeah, well, that's true. That's true.
And also, we have a cleanup.
Oh yeah.
We our schedule is posted, but we have cleanup June 18th at the stretch of U.S. Highway 67. We've adopted in between the Madison County substation there and down to Casey's.
Yeah.
Awesome.
It's amazing how much stuff people throw out of their cars.
Oh, it's
Please stop.
I don't understand it. I've never gotten the thrill of going.
I filled the back of my truck twice whenever we did our cleanup last Sunday.
It's ridiculous.
With just
junk.
3
Well, when there, I
tires.
saw the pictures, tires. I mean, we've done
you weren't there,
mattresses,
were you?
and one time we found a stack of shingles that somebody roofed their house and decided to go throw it out in the woods.
Are they new?
Nah. No.
Oh.
Well, you can go check.
Yeah, we'll go. But
he's getting a new house. He might need to roof it.
And seriously, what you guys do community-wise, cleaning up and having the open mic nights and things, really are just awesome. And
we do one a month.
Yeah.
We that was very dear to Trinity's heart, and that's why we do it. And in her honor, in her name, and whenever you drive out there by the Walmart and Godfrey on 67, you'll see Trinity's Way and a little peace sign.
That's awesome.
Because she was very much a very peaceful soul.
Absolutely. And on June 2nd and June 3rd, you can join Brian, you can join Chris. Well, you can join Brian for the performances, not for the overnight experience. You got to pay extra. But June 2nd and June 3rd at the McCully Heritage Project, the Trinity River Festival, 25 local regional bands. It's going to be a hell of a time. TrinitiesWay.org for more information. That's TrinitiesWay.org. At 10:33, we're taking a quick break. The amazing race from the Alton Athletic Association. We get all the details after a quick break.
Macias Insurance Agency, providing quality products with extremely competitive prices. As an independent provider, we source multiple companies to offer the best rates possible. Covering auto, home, business, and life insurance, our goal is to provide quality service that meets and exceeds customer expectations. You can rest easy knowing the Macias team is working round the clock to ensure that both you and the most important parts of your life are covered. Our qualified professionals make the insurance process easy so you can live carefree and focus on what matters most. Visit MaciasInsuranceAgency.com today to find out what our team can do for you.
For the biggest selection of pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs in the Riverbend, visit AltonToyota.com or stop by their location on the Homer Adams Parkway in Alton. Winner of the prestigious President's Award, Munganast Burkhardt Alton Toyota knows how to treat their customers, and they will help you find the vehicle that is perfect for you. For years, Munganast Toyota has been a fixture in the Riverbend, and now Munganast Burkhardt carries the tradition. New name, but the same great service you've come to expect.
I set the thermostat so my house would be warm when I got home from work, but the kitchen is still cool.
At Barrett Heating and Cooling, we stand behind every Lennox system we sell.
My dealer said he'd take care of everything.
At Barrett Heating and Cooling, we understand everyone wants prompt, professional service.
Turns out it wasn't my furnace after all, just a little something blocking the vent.
Pretty smart dog if you ask me. For service you can count on, call Barrett Heating and Cooling.
Lennox. Innovation never felt so good.
Has free checking become a thing of the past? Not if Liberty has anything to say about it. With 3 free personal checking options and even a free business checking account, free is alive and well at Liberty Bank. The local bank that gives you free checking choices and more cashing in your pocket. Bank locally, bank Liberty. For more information, visit www.bankliberty.com.
Come along, suck it to your game. One bad apple don't spoil the whole bunch, girl. Oh, give it one more try before you.
The Osmonds. I don't know why. I just was feeling the Osmonds today. I don't know. I probably ought to go to the doctor,
That's before your time.
Yeah. I don't know what it is. I don't connect with all this new music. I just, maybe I'm just
old soul.
old. Yeah, maybe I'm just an old guy. The Amazing Race is taking place on June 3rd. Second annual, right?
Yes. Second annual.
This is exciting. Now, is this how you guys conclude the event lineup for the year?
Yeah, basically, yeah. We do something for the kids at the very end. I mean, we fundraise for them all year long, but this is something they can actually get involved and be a part of, and it's kind of a fun thing for them.
This is really cool. So take me through what this is, because I almost ruined the entire darn thing here, and I was
almost
just gonna
did.
start opening my mouth, and almost ruined it. So take us through this. So you have clues, and you have to guess on where we're going. I don't know how the Amazing Race works.
It's like a scavenger hunt.
Oh, cool.
So we have 10 different locations.
Uh-huh.
So like last summer, because I can talk about last summer because we can't give anything away.
Right.
So one of our locations was Roberts Ford.
Mm-hmm.
And they had a clue to figure out, and then that led them to Roberts Ford, and then they got to the parking lot, and they had a tricycle race. So
we're talking about the elementary school-sized tricycles.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah. So they have to work together as a team. They have to figure out where they need to go, and then once they get there, they either get something like Shivers last year gave them cones, or they have to do something. Nature Institute, they had an Easter egg hunt, and whatever was in the egg, then that was their prize. They had to kiss Abe Lincoln's cheek up here at the Lincoln Douglas Square. Yeah, and everywhere they had selfies.
Yes, they had to document and take pictures, and then they would upload them to social media, tag our page, and that's how we kind of knew that they were completing their tasks before they returned back to the high school.
What a cool thing, because it helps the social media aspect of the page a little bit. It helps the community engagement a little bit. This is a really neat thing.
It's a lot of fun, and the kids really enjoyed doing it last year. I mean, we had a lot of kids. We're hoping to even have more kids this year. You still got a little bit of time to sign your kids up.
Perfect segue.
Middle school through high school, 6th grade through 12th grade, and even our new seniors are absolutely welcome to come. And it's a great thing for them to mingle. I mean, if you're an underclassman and you're coming into high school, this is a great way to kind of rub elbows with some of the kids that are maybe in the upper levels and make you a little more comfortable when you start out school this year.
Well, that's true. How nerve-wracking is it that first couple of weeks of freshman year?
But it helps if you see someone you're like, hey, I did the race with that person, or I talked to that person, and it's just it's a really cool thing. It's a bonding experience for all the kids to kind of get together. So
it doesn't have to be Alton High or Alton Middle School. It can be any school
in the Riverbend area.
Okay, now that's even better. I didn't know if it was only, just for the Alton families or kids. This is for the entire group.
Everybody.
Yes, come sign your kids up. They need something to do. Obviously, they need a driver. So if your group of kids is under 16 and doesn't have their own car, then they'll need an adult to kind of take them around town. But everyone's welcome, and you get a T-shirt. We give you some lunch.
Oh,
I mean, and then
from
there's
where? I'm kind of nosy.
we make
We
it.
grill, yeah, we'll be grilling dogs.
Yep.
There you go. Hell, you can't beat
Picnic
that
style.
on a. You cannot beat that on a summer, or a summer
Amy Lombardi
weekend.
is like a master on the grill.
I've heard that actually before.
It's true. I think
heard
she
that
makes
before.
the best burgers this side of the Mississippi, and you can get them at Alton High occasionally.
That's a hell of a live read. I might have to have you start doing these for me.
They're pretty amazing.
So with that being said, where does it start? So do you just start on your own? Is it at your own pace?
We will start at the high school, up
Okay.
at the Piason Motor Fuels field.
And we will give you
soccer
your
field.
clues, and each team will start out at a different area. So all the kids won't be at
Gotcha.
one spot at every single stop.
And we
they're
ask them not
spread
to
out.
skip around, to stay in order.
Gotcha. So you aren't going to get, if you're let's say, you're Roberts Ford, you aren't going to have, 45 kids,
Right. So what we did last year is each location had envelopes
Okay.
for that team, and the teams have to pick a name. So we labeled them all by their name. And once they got to that location, then the adult there, gave them their envelope for the next clue. So.
How fun is this? This is really cool. Where were you guys when I was graduating,
That's why, because
like I
my
was a
kids
lot
were there
younger.
too.
Right.
And we didn't have time.
I know.
Yeah.
Now I have one child. Poor Jack. Yeah.
Well, it shows your guys' dedication, really, because this isn't easy to do. I mean, you're coordinating, and just to coordinate with one person is a little bit of a headache sometimes, and then to coordinate with, 10, 12 stops along the way.
Yep.
How long does it take you guys to organize?
I don't know.
We work under pressure.
We do.
Like Vanilla Ice,
This time, especially last year, I felt like we started a little bit sooner. We were a little bit more. But honestly, yeah, we can knock anything out in a little amount of time between, all of us. Really, the
Wow.
people who sit on the committee are just really fast-paced and workaholics, and we just get things done. And it always seems to fall into place seamlessly. Thank God, knock on wood. But it all works out, and it's just every single thing seems to get a little bit better every time we do it. So it's really fun to watch just the evolution of the Athletic Association in general.
Well, it really is, because it goes hand in hand with the growth of our athletics department for Alton as a whole, too, because,
It's getting better and better, too, is it not?
I'm telling you what, it's going to be an exciting year for everybody.
Yeah.
Bringing in some good coaches.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, the kids are working hard this summer and, doing camps and whatnot. There's a ton of camps that, Alton's putting on and stuff, so.
And, too, all year. I mean, whether it's fall, whether it's winter, whether it's spring, there's always a team or multiple teams from Alton right now to watch and kind of follow along with, because they're good.
Very exciting.
And you guys support them every step of the way. And it's amazing. And I really mean that. So with that, how do you register?
So you can go to our Facebook
Yes.
page, Alton Athletic Association 2022. There's a flyer that's listed on there with a QR code.
Oh, cool.
You can just scan the
Easy.
QR code.
You sign up, put all your team members in there, put their shirt sizes.
If you
can
can't
pay that day.
Yep. If you can't figure it out, you can always message us, and you can come that day, pay that day. Just let us know that you're coming. Obviously, because we're planning for food and T-shirts, we want to make sure everybody has everything
Yeah.
that they need. But yeah, really up until what you think, the Wednesday at the latest.
Wednesday, because
Yeah.
we'll have to. We'll make a few extra envelopes just in case, but.
Yeah. Well, that's great. And what we'll do is we'll throw the link up, too, and we'll take care of it.
I'll send
on
you
our
the
end.
flyer.
Yeah, send us that, and we'll throw it up there. And that
Yeah.
way, you guys have multiple ways to sign up.
Yeah.
So this is cool, though. So if you're just tuning in, this amazing race ain't just for the Alton students out there. If you're Wood River, East Alton, Marquette, Jerseyville, yeah. Come on out and have some fun and just explore the area and get to know some more spots and get to meet some. I love this. This is awesome.
Yeah, I mean, it's a cool way for kids to meet different teens from different areas. I mean, and really, when you think about it, the Riverbend area is not so massive. A lot of these kids know,
They know each
kids
other
from
already.
other schools and stuff anyways, even just from the sports in
I
general.
know. We're all on islands. I thought we had to take a toll bridge to get over to Godfrey. Yeah, I always
mean, it might feel that way
It
for some
does.
kids, depending on where you're at, if you don't venture out too far. But it's just fun. It's cool.
Yeah.
It's a cool area.
Well, and that's what, so I was just telling somebody earlier at 9 o'clock, it's like, it seems like sometimes we act like we're, Manhattan sometimes. And it's like, oh, wait, no, I'm in Alton. I can't get to Wood River. Well, it's 10 minutes down the road.
And the really cool thing is, some of the stops along the way, some kids haven't even been there before. I mean, last year, some of the kids had never even been to the Nature Institute before. That was the first time they had went, but it gave them a reason to go and to see it. And, maybe they've gone back since. You never know.
Yeah.
But
And for you guys, how is it to do something that's not directly, because you do the music trivias and things, but to do something for kids
that was the whole purpose of the event.
Yeah.
Because all year long we have events for adults.
Mhm.
We have fundraisers for the adults.
Right.
Our music trivia, our golf tournament. This year we may throw in a few extra things. So we thought we got to do something for kids.
Yeah.
And this one's a little bit more relaxed,
You know,
obviously. I mean, the stress of it really isn't there. It's really a fun event. I mean, even for us just to host it and stuff, it's a lot of fun. I mean, last year we had a 280-foot blow up,
Have that again, right?
And that'll be there again. And it's an obstacle course in the parking lot. And they
There
come
you
back
go.
and we, send them through there and they race through there and stuff, and Amy and I, just for fun, while the kids were out, we decided we were going to try it out.
How'd that go?
It was exhausting.
I lost a toenail in that. yeah.
I
Because
mean,
that thing is for fun. It's all a competition in the
and
Lombardi
older
house.
That's true.
You think those kids zip right through it, but once you're about 40, bounce houses and obstacle courses are a little bit more,
Those are when you retire those things, huh?
But it was fun.
Well, and two, to do something that's not directly in the sports world for those kids that maybe aren't going to be the, local athlete. There's going to be a student at Alton High or at one of those surrounding schools just to get to know you guys a little bit and get to work with each other. That's not on a field that's, highly competitive and all. That's great.
No, I mean, it's definitely just a very good, pal event for them. The kids have a blast, and it's just so friendly. It's friendly fun. It really is. It's really not super competitive. It's just they really just are having a blast finding their way around town and doing all the things that they're doing.
Just hanging out. And we did it later last year.
Did you? That's what I was wondering.
This year we thought we'll do it earlier, kind of kick off the summer.
This is a perfect way to do it.
And
Because,
who doesn't love a free T-shirt?
Well, and two, I mean, talk about timing. What great layout, because you got graduation tomorrow. Tune into RiverBender.com if you can't make it or don't want to fight the crowds. And you can just go right into that next week with this kickoff.
Yeah.
Chef's kiss right there. That's called great planning.
It's a great time. So we're just super thrilled. And, we really hope that we can get all the kids in the communities, to come out and just participate and enjoy themselves.
Absolutely. And if you go to the Facebook page, if you're just tuning in, if you're a high school student that woke up a little bit early today, well, good morning. And you want to check out the flyer, you can do that. Scan the QR code, and we'll throw it up on our event stuff, and we'll put a little blurb out because I think everyone's going to want to do this.
I hope so. For sure.
With that being said, are you guys planning on staying with the association for a little bit longer, hopefully?
Jack is a sophomore, junior now. So, yes. And
Good.
then I think Craig and I, we're so involved that I think we'll stay in after, since I work at the high school anyway.
And here's the thing. You have to have people that want to come in and participate.
Yeah.
And if those people don't show up, you're kind of there for the long haul until, someone is excited enough to take over, but for now, I don't foresee us leaving anytime soon.
Good. Please don't. I meant that because you guys really are doing a great job.
Yeah.
And to really what I think is great is there's no, because sometimes with these organizations, there's always a feeling it's a clique. You guys aren't. You're working with everybody and everyone,
Yes,
come
we
on,
will
come
take
on.
anybody, and we are always happy to have anybody that wants to participate.
That's a call to action to all of you if you want to sign up and be a part of this fun organization that actually accomplishes things too. You aren't just having fun and we're friends. You get things accomplished
We are,
also.
but yes, we have made friends with so many people along the way, which, the older you get, the harder it is to make new friends and to do new things. So this is definitely a great way to get involved, make new friendships, do things, have things to do. I mean, it's
all to support our kids.
Yes.
Well, and two, I really believe that what you guys do is very important because you got to create an atmosphere with your programs. And if you don't have, an arm of the an athletic department with you guys, well, it's harder to get the hype behind a team. It's harder to go out there and learn about all these promotional things that are happening at West or at, public school stadium. And it all adds to the growth.
And even, people don't realize we also do the concessions. So we're always looking for volunteers for the concessions. But our concessions, from what I have seen, have been impeccable.
I'm telling you what.
We've been to a lot of the lands, but, I feel like Shelly Cowan and Amy and everybody's really stepped up the game. I mean, we're serving walking tacos. We're serving burgers sometimes. I mean, there's nothing we won't serve. Cotton
Best
candy.
in the conference.
Yes.
Best in the conference. And I heard they're going to do taxes next year. No, oh, wait, no. Now that would could be a draw. We'll do your taxes and the concessions.
Yes, while you watch the game.
There you go. But I really mean that. You guys do such great work, and might want to sell fast passes for that concession stand because that thing fills up quicker than I've ever seen before.
It does. We kind of joke. We're like, we should put it on Yelp.
Yeah, put a Yelp review. That would be great.
You should.
Well, and like I said, guys, we could talk all day long about what you guys do because I just enjoy it. You're giving coaches and stuff because I can tell you this: when my dad went, it was easier for him to say yes because you have a group behind you that really is supportive of coaches, of players, of everything.
No, we really love it. We love our athletes. We love our coaches. We love the experience, and we love providing just a really great place for the community to come out and show up and support these kids. So
and I'll tell you guys this: when I was playing, the spirit of West was kind of dwindling. It used to be this thing where there was an aurora behind it, even though Alton would never win a football game in the 2006.
Not until you left.
Well,
right.
Thank you. It's always when I leave, good things happen. And so it's like that wasn't there, and it was just kind of dwindling. And when you guys
coming back.
Yeah,
man,
Friday night lights are definitely more crowded now.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then the feeling, like when I went to do the Derby Day for the boys team, the feeling of West was there, and it's because of your guys' help and contributions, and you can be a part of the craze with the amazing race for all the kids out there June 2nd. And,
June 3rd.
June 3rd.
June
Saturday.
3rd. Sorry.
Yes, it's a Saturday morning from 9 to noon. You start out at Alton High School, so if you're going to be registering that morning, that's where you show up at 9 a.m. Like I said, if you plan to participate, just reach out to us. If you can't figure out how to sign up online, just shoot us a message, and we'll put your name down, and we'll make sure you have a spot reserved, and T-shirts and food, everything that you're going to need that day. And
that's great.
Come one, come all. Come have fun.
This is a great event. I mean, I'm just in love with. I'm kind of pissed though. It's like, why can't I be in high school? Yeah, what the hell?
I know. Maybe we need an adult.
We need an adult.
So I actually have something I want to pitch to you guys, and I thought about it, and I've been wanting to do this for like 6 months, and I think I found the organization. Stay tuned because we got to take a quick break. To sign up, click the flyer, the QR code, and you can stay tuned to RiverBender because we'll take care of that for you too. Or just go over to Alton Athletic Association 2022.
Yeah,
2022.
I always forget the year.
We haven't changed the year yet.
Well, who needs to? 2022 was a good one,
it was the start of something amazing, really.
Yeah.
And you get to start the amazing race on June 3rd.
Yeah,
I promise I get paid to do this. I just can't remember today.
No, you're good. That's
Amy,
perfect.
Madeline, thank you so much for the support you give the show and the local athletes and the schools, and really appreciate it.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
We love being here.
And get your running shoes on. The amazing race on June 3rd, 10:51 on this 25th day of May. A quick break. We'll come back and wrap up after this.
Perfect.
You won't find a better health club than Nautilus Fitness Center. More cardio, more free weights and equipment, more classes, a swimming pool, and more. If you're serious about your health and want to make a change, then stop thinking about it and visit Nautilus Fitness Center on Industrial Drive in Alton. Don't fall for the hype you get from the other health clubs. Nautilus is the Riverbend's premier health club. Has been for years and will be for years to come. Get to Nautilus Fitness Center and get started on a healthier new you.
RiverBender Radio has built 3 great new stations just for you in the Riverbend. The Eagle, the Riverbend's classic rock station. The Bridge, hit music for the Riverbend. And The River, today's country, and all your favorites. Check them out today at RiverBenderRadio.com.
Is it time to buy, sell, or even time to consider a short sale of your property? Meet Lisa Webb, owner of 3rd Street Realty. This local, women-owned, family-operated realty group has over a decade of experience in foreclosures, first-time home buying, and so much more. 3rd Street Realty prides themselves on holding your hand through the entire process. Let their expertise guide you to your dream home. Visit 3rdstrealty.com and start your journey with Lisa Webb today.
Look at her, she's a bad mama jamma. Just as fine as she can be. Hey, she's a bad mama jamma. Oh, just as fine as she can be.
10:53, a little bit of change as we're wrapping up this Thursday in downtown Alton. Hey, got an update from the Alton City Council meeting. Dalton Brown just does fantastic work when reporting on all of these, whether it's Wood River, Jersey County, Village of Godfrey, Alton. We got you covered right here at RiverBender.com. The Alton City Council members denied 2 requests for additional ARPA funds from the city's police and fire departments at their meeting on Wednesday, just last night. The police department was seeking $27,970.33 to purchase of 15 BOLA wrap devices, while the fire department was seeking $47,481.87 for 2 new motors for the rescue boat, as well as repairs for Fire Station number 2. Now, both requests to receive approval from the Committee of the Whole at their meeting on Monday. Both requests failed to receive approval from the Committee of the Whole on Monday, and at the meeting, the fire department's request was unanimously shot down with no votes from each council member. The BOLA wraps request never received a motion and failed without a vote. Since both items, quote, failed in committee, the city council took no further action on them, effectively denying both requests. Doesn't make sense to me. A full recording of the May 24th meeting is available at the top of the Riverbender article. But what are you guys' thoughts on that? I mean, we're so quick to throw money out to all these different projects. You'd think you would take care of the fire department and police department, but once again, you know, I'm wrong. There you go. 10:55, and, you know, the ARPA funding not going to some pretty important projects. What about this? Raging Rivers Water Park is honoring school, staff, and teachers with appreciation days over a Memorial Day weekend. Before I let you go today, you're going to make a splash this weekend at Raging Rivers Water Park. Saturday, May 27th, the park is featuring a wave pool, endless lazy river, body flumes, tube rides, an interactive play area, the Mississippi Monster, and more. And hey, you're looking for that fun, unlimited all summer long season passes. Get this, $60 for the season or $75 for that platinum upgrade through June 12th. The season pass comes with a variety of benefits like unlimited visits, exclusive offers, one bring a friend free ticket, good for a one-time visit with the platinum pass, and free parking comes with that platinum pass as well. So one-day admissions can be purchased online starting at $22. The earlier you buy, the more you save at the gate. Admission is by height. Over 42 inches is $36.99, and under 42 inches and seniors over the age of 60 are $26.99 per ticket, and children 2 and under are admitted free. The park will also be celebrating the education and all school staff this weekend with school staff and teacher appreciation days with free admission for the school worker on Saturday, May 27th through Memorial Day, Monday, the 29th of May. All school staff, including office, teachers, paraprofessionals, janitorial, cafeteria, substitutes, bus drivers, coaches, superintendents, I can go on and on and on. You guys will all receive free admission. School staff can visit the link that's attached to the Riverbender press release to register for their free ticket, valid all this weekend. A valid school district or school ID badge must be shown for entry. Free admission will be provided to all active, retired, and veteran military members on July the 4th with a valid non-expired military ID or driver's license with a veteran notification. After opening weekend, the water park will be open daily for summer hours for operation through August the 13th, followed by weekends only through Labor Day, but you can't buy furniture there. In addition to a that was a great joke. In addition to a full day of fun at the park, special events, you name it. It takes place including magic shows daily from June 9th through the 18th and family fun nights with a hypnotist on select nights. There's events include a park admission or a season pass. Well, you got the event. And then a special Dog Day celebration taking place on September the 9th. For more information about admission, birthday parties, group rates, events, park information, you can do so. RagingRivers.com. That's RagingRivers.com. 10:58, and we're almost wrapping up this Thursday in downtown Alton. And going to be a great Thursday. You know, honestly, it's really bizarre. So I don't know about you guys, but I have had little to no stress for like a long time. Actually, for about 2 weeks. Like 3 weeks ago, I'm be honest with you, I was pretty tensed up. I'm not gonna lie to you. But with that being said, it's one of those things where it's just life's great. I mean, all of you guys are listening to this show, and you know, whether you're listening for me, whether you're listening for the great guests we have and the great interviews we do, you know, thank you. I mean, we keep growing exponentially and growing our daily downloads on the audio version of the show. We're getting more traction and more viewership than ever before, beating my old workplace, by the way, online, but you know, who's counting? At 10:59, we are wrapping up this daily show on this 25th day of May, and we got a great show for all of you tomorrow. We're going to be talking to OSF Healthcare. We're going to be talking to Richard Baird and so much more, and we're going to be talking to Leo's Clubhouse, too. They're just getting ready to open up a new location right here in Alton for the parents to take the little ones to, and a great resource to have that we get to learn all about. On this 25th day of May at 10:59, that's been our daily show. I'll see you back here tomorrow at 9 as we wrap up that week. So on that note, have a great day and try your best to stay out of jail.